We are again seeing, I'll go back to Governor Greg Abbott, his statement released, saying the First Lady and I are heartbroken over this senseless and cowardly act, and we offer our unwavering support to the victims, their families, and all the people of Midland and Odessa. The state of Texas and the Department of Public Safety are working closely with local law enforcement to provide resources as needed and deliver justice for this heinous act. I thank first responders who acted swiftly and admirably under pressure, and I want to remind all Texans that we will not allow the Lone Star State to be overrun by hatred and violence. We will unite, as Texans always do, to respond to this tragedy. Again, that was a statement sent to us by Governor Greg Abbott, who will be here in the Odessa-Midland area tomorrow. Now, just recapping from the conversation, we did have a press conference earlier from MCH, and they did say that 6 officially are now dead. 13 were taken to the hospital. Original reports were 14. 2 treated and released, 2 treated and released, 7 in critical condition, 2 serious, 1 deceased, which bumped up the number to 6, and 1 transferred under the age of 2. So we are going to go back to the statement from Congressman Mike Conaway, and he just sent us the statement. I'm going to read this to you. I apologize for moving the phone around to read it clearly. Again, Saturday, a lone individual opened fire in Odessa after the Department of Public Safety officer attempted to make a traffic stop on the shooter's vehicle. Now, the shooter killed at least 6 individuals and, as I mentioned, injured 21, including several law enforcement officers. Congressman Mike Conaway says, quote, "My heart is breaking for my hometown. While the details of this horrific shooting are still unfolding and will continue to provide support in any way that we can, we owe more gratitude than words can adequately express to the law enforcement officials and other first responders of Midland and Odessa who acted quickly and courageously. And in their response to today's events, please join Suzanne and I as we pray for the victims and families whose lives have been changed forever by this senseless tragedy." Again, the horrific shooting that unfolded. The suspect shot and killed by police officers. My office will be in contact with local officials and will continue to provide support in any way that we can. This is a moment that we continue to stand together, especially since it was so close after El Paso. We here at Midland and Odessa are going to stand together, and I know that some of the questions you may have at home is, what can you do? The good news is that we do have good supplies for blood, according to MCH, and the CEO said that you can give your thoughts and prayers, and one of the doctors said that just another reminder to go out and educate yourself, learn how to avoid an active shooter situation or how to deal with one if it happens. Try to get that training as much as possible, stopping blood flow. We also have a video coming in right here that we're watching about on Andrews, I believe. Interstate 20, I apologize. This is Interstate 20. You can see some of our local law enforcement. Now, Interstate 20 is still closed down. It's still an active crime scene, but we have some of this footage from our... this is from someone in our studio who was there to witness some of the ambulances rolling in. More information, another video here from the hospital right outside. We are getting even more information that's continuing to come in. DPS, okay, so we have some information from DPS. It just came in just a couple seconds ago. Okay, today, this is what they say. Approximately 3:13 p.m., Texas Department of Public Safety troopers attempted to conduct a traffic stop on a gold passenger vehicle on Interstate 20 westbound near mile marker 131. Prior to the vehicle coming to a complete stop, the male driver and the only occupant of the vehicle pointed a rifle towards the near window of his car and fired several shots towards the DPS patrol unit. The patrol unit was occupied by 2 troopers and 1 was hit by gunfire, and the suspect fled the scene and continued shooting innocent people, including a Midland police officer and an Odessa police officer. The updates are to continue. The trooper is in serious but stable condition, and the other 2 officers are also in stable condition at a local hospital. DPS initially provided and will continue to provide resources and support for this incident, including troopers, special agents, Texas Rangers, multiple aircraft, and our major crime scene unit. This is an ongoing investigation, and no additional information will be released by DPS at this time. For information on victims of the shooting and any other questions, we refer you to the Odessa Police Department. Again, the updates here, we're finally getting some of those pieces to slowly put back together. It is good news to hear at least that the trooper, even though in serious, he's but in stable condition, and the other 2 officers are also in stable condition. This again happening around approximately 3:13. There were 2 of the troopers inside the car when again the suspect fired out of his rear window several shots and then continued on shooting innocent people. We still have 21 injured and 6 dead. We're continuing to follow the updates. We just had a press conference with MCH that reported that there were 13 that are being treated, not 14 at this time. That was the original number that was given to us, but now 13. As I pass this phone over, we have 2 treated and released, 7 critical, 2 in serious condition, 1 deceased, and 1 transferred under 2 years old. That was given to us by the CEO of MCH. And we're just trying to continue to piece the puzzle together of what happened and how this rampage and shooting occurred.